So, not a lot going on. You always say a lot going on.
It's Memorial Day, so a lot of people are taking off and they are taking time to enjoy family.
The crazy people have taken off today. And everybody's taking off.
Even for family members, maybe military.
Yes.
So hopefully everyone is, having a safe Memorial Day, which is so important.
But everybody's taking off today. So even the crazies have taken off. So you got on all sides, everybody's taking off. The politicians, they haven't done nothing crazy. Y'all said something about some man being impeached or something. I haven't followed that
news about the Attorney General for Texas
is being impeached.
Well, they're trying to impeach him. I didn't know that. I guess that word is just general.
If you're elected, you can get impeached. Yeah.
So that's not good.
Okay, so I haven't followed that story, so I didn't want to talk about that.
Think he's the Attorney General. He's the lawyer representing that whole state.
But you don't know why they impeaching him.
I don't know. If if that's on the news on CNN all day, that man,
they don't have nothing else.
He had to have done something.
No, they don't have anything else to talk about.
But I hate when I'm sure people who are in the news, they probably wish that other shiny objects are shining on other people, so their negative news is not so big. Mm-hmm. Remember, we would say, "Oh, somebody passed away that day," and another news thing hit. Mm-hmm. It kind of overshadows other news that could be going on. So if nothing's going on, your news, breaking news, will be known.
Well, Scooby Doo's the first here. Hello, Scooby.
Hey,
how you doing? We should start giving out something to people who show up first. Versus everybody who come in different times.
The first 2, the first 3.
No, the first one.
The first one
that shows up. Okay. That's it. After that. All right, so I want to talk about Halle Berry and Halle Berry.
Really can't.
Halle Bailey and
her name is so close to Halle Berry.
It's the same. It's spelled the same. Halle Berry, Halle Bailey.
HB.
I know.
That's a hard one.
Well, somebody probably gonna try to put them in a movie together because their names is similar. Somebody came up with that idea.
Michael B. Jordan and Michael Jordan and something.
Michael Jordan won't be in none unless it's basketball.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm surprised that Michael B. Jordan had to put a B in there.
Right. So, I had to talk about Halle Bailey and DDG because, the haters out there, they don't like them.
We're going to the movies tomorrow to see it.
We are going to see Little Mermaid tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited about that. Mm-hmm. Hopefully you'll like it because I know you didn't want to go see it.
I'm not a kids movie kind of person.
Yeah.
I think I saw Shrek and
The Lion King, didn't you?
I didn't see The Lion King. I saw the play Lion King.
Okay.
And Unspeakables or
I know what you're talking about.
The man with the kids, and
you thought that was funny.
Oh, and the house that
you've seen a lot.
So I've seen a few.
All right, so you keep naming something. I haven't seen that.
And I haven't seen that one. I named 10 of them. No, I don't go to those a lot though.
Right.
Go ahead.
Okay, so she has The Little Mermaid coming out this weekend. And the last time we left off on them, I told y'all that apparently she had blocked him or something because there was
some stuff going on.
He made a comment. Premiere. Well, no, it was her and her co-star, the guy, the prince, and her fans hate DDG. So they kept on talking about how they love beautiful couple they look like, the prince and her, and trying to get him mad or whatever. And so he went on a burner account. A fake account, and wrote, "You think DDG worried about this stale dude or something taking his girl?" And people found out that was him.
I wonder how they found out.
Because he mentioned it in a long time ago that he had a burner account in the name.
Somebody put two and
he
two
don't
together.
think people watch everything,
and they remember. They remember what you say.
People watch even like on here and on our thing. People look at the back. They'll say, "Oh, I see that in the back," or "Oh, we're in a car. Oh, I see the shrubs in the back." And how you driving and there's shrubs behind you? That's a long thing of shrubs. It must have followed you all the way home.
We had one of those ventilators, those simulators.
So people notice every little thing.
And think about this: fans, good or bad. If they watch you, and you make a comment or you say something that's like contradicting or something. Oh no, you said you like sky blue.
Well, I did last year, now I don't.
But you said you like sky blue.
Yeah.
They crazy.
They're weird.
Oh my God, that's scary.
Yeah, it is people that's like that. So anyway, that was where we left off. So people kept saying that she finally got rid of him. They call him DVD, even though it's DDG. Called him an E-list rapper, even though he has platinum hits and he's not an E-list rapper. So they just don't like him. So I kept thinking to myself, the only way to Halle is going to have to be the only one to shut this down.
You guys don't mess with I love him.
So she didn't say nothing. All she did is said on Thursday, Halle hopped on TikTok and gave fans a brief update on her relationship. In an upload caption, on my last day of press, Halle literally jumps for joy at the sight of DDG. The couple then proceeds to embrace on the audio of Beyonce singing, I'm happy to see my husband. So this is it.
To see my husband, I'm happy to see my husband, I'm happy to see my husband, I'm happy.
Now, does that look like somebody who is broken up? It also looks like somebody who is happy to see DDG. This is recently. This was Thursday.
So this is Beyonce's song?
Beyonce's song is called I'm Happy to See My Husband.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I thought that was funny that she played Beyonce's song, I'm Happy to See My Husband. And I thought it was also
I'm sure
great.
The fans got mad.
They was livid.
The fact that she said husband.
The fact that he was even there. They were like, I hate him, get him out of the room. And they was all in her comment section. Let me see. Is it on here? I'm so over the DDG hate, bro. I'm happy for them and clearly see some people over it. They like, you know what?
I actually like DDG and his music.
I actually like, see, now all of a sudden some fans is, all right, if she like him, I guess we gotta like him. And then some fans are, no, I don't care what she says. She needs to run. And my thing is, leave that girl alone. Just go see the movie and be happy for her. She's young. She's 23.
The thing is,
they may stay together. They may not. I hope they do.
The
but
scary
they may not.
thing is we live in a society where out of the million, let's just say for sake of argument, million followers, a million fans, maybe one or two of them may really take it serious and do death threats.
Yeah.
Isn't that sad?
There are people who do that.
They death threat. Like, get away from her. Don't touch. I hate him.
Yeah, they weird.
That's sad.
Yeah, they weirdos.
Okay.
So I like that. I like the fact that
does
DDG,
he walk around with an entourage? Does he have bodyguards?
Well, yeah, if he's out in public, he does. So, but people can still get to you. People still come up to them.
I'm just saying that helps.
People still come up to them.
Unlike that rapper that does not have
Polo G, who we talked about.
Yeah.
Dummy. Talking about he don't walk around with security. But yeah, so I just thought that was interesting.
Okay.
I don't know why my computer's froze, but
are you on the same signed in the same way?
No, not. It's frozen. So see, mine is the one that needs to not be frozen. You was talking about your computer.
I don't trust yours. If this goes down, I'm trying to tell her, everybody, this laptop is this is our business.
Well,
we can't go live if it's. You see what hers is doing. We would not go live. We'll just we'll be on the phone all the time.
I'm like, how my computer go
what
down?
Happened there? It's probably
anyway. We'll use this one then.
Okay.
All right. So that's it for DDG and Halle Bailey. What do you anticipate from seeing the movie? Like, what do you? Because you already said you don't want to.
That's the sad thing about it. And you all can probably talk about me all you want. Because this is a classic, The Little Mermaid. It's one of the classic, not nursery school rhymes, children's Disney, like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Sleeping Beauty, and all of those. And when they're out as a movie, I really don't run to go see them. So I don't really know the storyline, too. I don't know if I've ever read through the storyline with The Little Mermaid. What's the story? I can get the ideal of it.
She wants to be human, so that she can
be with that guy,
or just be human. Not a whole new world. I'm thinking of other.
A whole new.
That's not it. But she wants a new world. It's the same thing, Disney.
Okay.
So she wants to be in that world, and the octopus, who is what's her name, who I love,
grants her that wish.
The witch,
but doesn't she? Whenever you get a promise from the witch,
it comes with something. So I'm not going to tell the story for the little kids.
But you know what is so funny? I want to say this.
It comes with a price.
every time not every time, but most of the time when you deal with some genie, witch, demon, whatever, promising you something, you want what?
Right.
You want to be married?
Right.
It's like you selling your soul to him for that to happen. You're like, no.
So y'all, my computer is frozen.
It still hasn't unfrozen.
So I'm gonna have to look at I can't see y'all. I wish I could do the phone, but you got your thing.
My phone.
Oh, okay, you got your thing on there, and I'm like, we don't really need the time. Go to YouTube. All right.
Oh, YouTube.
Yeah, so I can see people's comments. Turn it to us. So the next story, y'all, Elon Musk. There's it's called Neuralink. It gets FDA approval for inhuman trials for its brain-computer interface. This is all from Elon Musk. The Neuralink device is designed to be surgically implanted, and according to CEO Elon Musk, will eventually be marketed to the general public. This is called Neuralink. Remember Star Trek? Look at Star Trek. Remember we used to see that, them put the chip in the brain and stuff? And we thought this was...
It was like
and we thought this won't happen.
A robot.
This won't happen in our lifetime. Nope, it is. Elon Musk's brain-computer interference startup Neuralink reportedly received approval from the United States Food and Drug Admin, FDA, to conduct some form of inhuman trials for a surgical implanted brain device. It's unclear at this time what kind of trials the Neuralink tweet is referring to, but the only other information mentioned was that the company isn't accepting applicants yet. Who wants to sign up for that?
I don't even know.
Neuralink was I guess if you're dying or something, you might want to, because you're going to die anyway.
Your body, you're giving your body to science.
Neuralink was denied FDA's approval for human trials in early 2020 over several concerns related to safety, which at the time the company was reportedly working to resolve. So he must have resolved it. That's why he has to step down from Twitter, because he's doing too much. He got Tesla, he got this Neuralink, he got the space thing going on. Mm-hmm. He's trying to do too much. The FDA's apparent U-turn would indicate that such concerns have been worked out, and the company should then be free to conduct limited testing of its surgical implanted BCI device. So Elon Musk stated it would help with certain medical and mobility issues. BCIs are developed for the treatment of numerous conditions such as epilepsy. Ooh. They also provide quality of life services for disabled persons, such as the ability to direct a mouse cursor via eye movement, or with your thought is implanted in your brain. So if I want to move something and they implant that device in my brain, it should be able to work my hand where I can move it. Because think about your brain is just a computer, kind of.
But how would it know, any device know what the brain is thinking?
It's a computer. So they're going to implant this in your brain, and they'll probably...
Go ahead and proceed. Okay. Huh? I know, Mama, if I'm laughing too hard, I get cramps. Go ahead, Kim. Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm in the middle. I'm telling.
I'm in
the middle of a conversation, and you pass gas.
I got gas, y'all.
And you said, and then you had the nerve to ask
the question. You never
But you asked the question. You was like, how does the brain do that? Why would you ask the question? Just do what you gotta do. Don't ask somebody a question, then pass gas.
I gotta keep this show flowing. It doesn't matter. I try to when I have cramps.
So pray tell. What do you think they're gonna do about that?
No. Oh, hold on. Did he come in at the time that he was supposed to? People look at her like, what is wrong with her? She in pain? I got the YouTube show must go on no matter what happens to us. I feel sorry for newscasters when they're on and things may happen and they write on camera.
They keep going, probably.
No, some of them get embarrassed while they're on camera. They try not to. I've heard some people be like almost choking. And
I'm a tad sick, but always okay. But are you all? How are you all? We're good, Scooby. She says, I do not trust him. Probably Elon Musk.
Mm-hmm. She asked, how was I? A little gassy.
He will also know everything about you. Oh.
But I'm
implant that thing in your head.
But I'm going back to okay.
I had to look on the phone, y'all, to see y'all comments.
How is it that a device can read the thought?
You notice my computer didn't lock up like this until Mama used it today.
But it's not. It was running before you even.
No, but it ain't never locked up. So something's going on right now. I don't know what's going on.
Is this okay?
No, it's nothing. It's stuck. I can't do nothing, Lenore. I can't go nowhere.
Oh,
it's not doing nothing.
Okay.
You ready to ask another question and pass gas, or can I go on?
I'm okay right now.
All right. So I agree with Scooby. I didn't think about that. If he implants that in your head, he owns the information in your head.
I don't think that's possible unless you talk. I don't think a machine can, any kind of device can pick up your thoughts.
Okay. He says, Musk also said the device would be developed for use by general public as a general purpose, BCI, which allows humans to interface with machines via thought and protect us from being replaced by machines.
Because how does a person?
Oh, he's saying this will help us protect us from AI. Man, can't you see the battle of the human against machine? It's coming, y'all. Modern day Terminators. Human versus machine. And people like Eli's trying to invent stuff that, but he don't understand this, because if he says that, the AI can get into that machine.
That's what I'm saying.
And control. It's still a machine at the end of the day.
It's so funny because we have AI world, we have real world, we have AI world, and I'm so strong on spiritual world.
Yeah.
And I think because of spiritual world and my knowledge, my faith in it, in the good part, that God allows only so much that man can do or whatever when it comes to machinery and the machines taking over kind of thing. Spirit world still is in place.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm not afraid of this, but I'm just concerned that there's a device that can read your mind, your thoughts.
I can read your mind, baby. I know what you're thinking. It's all right. It's
Look at Mama. She's looking at you like,
I can read your
You know
mind,
what? You don't even
baby.
need to read her mind. You can see her face.
I know what
you
you're
know what she's thinking by her face.
thinking.
She's like, "Oh, would you shut up?"
It's all right. It's all right, yeah. You don't remember that song?
No. Who sings that?
Oh, I forget. Y'all know that song. I can read your mind.
Who?
Oh, Short Man. You sweating.
Yvonne.
Yvonne. Yes, I can read. You don't know that one? The
I
way
think a
that
little
you
bit,
walk, the way. I know I'm not singing a song you don't know.
I only remember I can read your mind, baby, but I didn't know where it
read
went to
your
that after that.
Baby.
Yeah, short.
You know what would be funny?
I saw him in concert.
I wonder if we ever met Elon Musk. If I started singing that song, would he laugh or think I was crazy?
Depending on what mood he's in. He may think you're crazy.
Because he hangs around rappers and stuff. And I know they do stuff like that.
Like, Elon, hey, I can read your mind, babe.
You don't think Puffy or somebody did that around him?
First of all, it depends on where they're at and what they're thinking. Because they may not put
the last
two and two
video
together.
I saw them, it was in a casual setting. And he was around Rick Ross and Diddy and all of them. And they was homeboying him. Like, what's up? What's up? So you don't think if they knew about this little Neuralink, somebody would have came in, I got you. I can read your mind, babe. Can we use that for women? I know what you're thinking. They're going to be saying that to him. And he's so stale. He'll be like, you could possibly use that to read her mind
so
or
I
something.
don't know. AI just...
But it's taking over.
Concerns me.
Yeah, it's taking over. All right. So again, like I said, my computer's stuck, so I'm had to be using everything on here.
There's no other. Can you do like the Control Alt Delete
and just shut everything down? I might have to. Yeah. I didn't want to do
Or
that.
do task manager. Do it again.
Okay.
Do task manager.
That always sounds like slavery to me. Task manager.
I think you could just.
Who's the task manager? No, you gotta
Click
shut
on
it. You gotta shut it
But
off.
can you
man.
just? Oh, it's doing the Chrome.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
No, it may just do Chrome, and then you're still in the system. You can open Chrome back up.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I learned that little trick.
All right. Well, anyway, what to close everything down?
I do the Alt Delete, and then I'll see it's because it may say shut this down. This wasn't saved. Whatever.
Mhm.
I'll do Task Manager, and I can pick what I want to actually shut down.
Oh, it says restore.
Mm-hmm.
It'll restore everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So you
Well,
got your
there
links
you
back.
have
You
it.
got your links back.
Okay, so DeSantis. Ma, you always want to know what's going on with DeSantis and Trump, right?
Yeah.
DeSantis doesn't rule out pardoning Trump, Ma. He did what? She said he did what?
You guys say it the way she would understand.
DeSantis does not rule out pardoning Trump if he goes to jail.
He's not saying no.
He's saying if he becomes president,
Yep.
he may pardon Trump.
Yep.
My mother said that's a shame.
I think we started talking about this last week. Kim brought up a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good tactic. Think about it.
To get his people to vote for him?
To get people to like him that likes Trump. You would pardon my boy Trump? Well, we like you too. And Trump may not talk about him as much. He won't throw shade.
No, they already put up a commercial of him.
Oh, they did?
They put up a commercial with him as old McDonald on the farm. And it was a big bobblehead him with a little body. And it was DeSantis, dun 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 about him his taxes. About him raising taxes. And then him lying.
Really?
But he's a tax raiser.
Who did the commercial?
The mega people.
Oh my
goodness.
So
they after, and the people who was talking about it said that they vowed to destroy him on this campaign. Dang, you all right?
I don't know where that came from.
As soon as I said destroy him, you started coughing. Mm-hmm. They're going to destroy him on the campaign.
But what if he starts talking like that, pardoning?
Oh, you can have his back.
But you know what? Trump may even say, you won't need to pardon me because I'm not going to jail. Ha, ha, ha.
No. I think he wants to go to jail.
Why?
Because I think he wants to be a martyr. He wants to be like, I told you guys this, he might think that's the only way he'll win is if he's in jail. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Whatever. But anyway, yeah, that's the latest with him. He thinks that DeSantis says that he is not, let me read it. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis suggested if he was elected president, he would consider pardoning former President Donald Trump. DeSantis made the remarks on his first full day as official Republican presidential candidate. Trump, who leads the GOP primary, is involved in multiple crime investigations, including federal probes.
Where'd that flag come from with his face on it?
Oh, they put a flag with
wow.
yeah.
Okay.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis says Thursday. You have it on here, don't you? No?
I have what?
I thought they had that flag.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
That's not the same article.
Oh.
This is just a photo.
Okay. He said that he said the people that went to jail are deemed to be victims of the political targeting and implied that former President Donald Trump could be part of that group. DeSantis, he's going to free the people from January 6th too. That's what he said.
DeSantis?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he feel like they are political pawns, that they didn't do anything wrong.
But they did. What about the ones who hurt the police officer?
Let's hear them they're going to have to say we got to keep them in jail.
Yeah, anyone that
he probably talking about
somebody.
He probably talking about people that was just walking in there yelling or something. They shouldn't go to prison.
I get it, yeah. But not the ones who brought harm.
Physically hurt somebody. Yeah. But how do they know? Unless you see it on video, I guess. DeSantis, Trump's top rival in 2024 presidential primary race, was asked on a conservative talk show if he would consider pardoning the former president should he be charged with federal crimes. The Department of Justice is conducting multiple criminal investigations involving Trump. The governor was also asked if he believed the next Republican president should look at pardoning defendants charged on the January 6th thing. He said on day one, he's doing a lot of stuff on day one. Remember day one, he's supposed to close the borders on day one.
Thank you.
So he's saying,
you got a lot going on.
You got a lot going on day one. On day one, I will have folks that will get together and look at all these cases, who people are victims of weaponization of political targeting, and we will be aggressive at issuing pardons, DeSantis said.
We understand DeSantis if it's day two. Can you kind of get in the position first?
He said, I would say any example of disfavored treatment based on politics or weaponization would be included in that review, no matter how small or how big.
Here's the thing that I don't like when they do this. Let's just say, for sake of argument, the ones that he argues to get off, they didn't do anything. They wasn't a threat. They just kind of walked in with the people who were a threat.
Right. Will
all of that be the same, DeSantis, if it was all people of color?
Mm-mm.
Would you have been so lenient to do what you're doing to make that same argument if it was people of color?
Wouldn't it be funny if they pardoned all the people except that one black guy?
Then it would be a race war.
You know what? No, it wouldn't. We don't care about that man.
But the fact is, he's sending a message, even though that man...
If anything, we would laugh. We would say, that's what you get for being in there.
You know what? I don't know. We could take that both ways. Because if he freed all those white people and he kept the black man in jail, you don't think nobody's going to get mad about that?
But do you think... Oh, when you say... I don't think race. I think about it.
Because they don't get the black man
only. But think about it. January 6th. Do you hear any black people really talking about that? We don't care about
no,
stuff
I'm
like
saying,
that.
What if... Well, I'm just saying.
The only thing we make
that would be a slap in our face.
The only thing we make comments about is that if it was us, they would have shot us down before we even got out of the park.
But nobody's ever thought about what you just said.
But you notice, you don't hear a lot of black people talking about January 6th.
But it didn't happen the way you said it. What if it does happen like that? Well, let's just say, for sake of argument, all of the white people were let go.
Yeah.
And that one black man was put in jail.
I would laugh. And I think other black people would too.
Okay.
Because he shouldn't have marched in there thinking he was going to be like everybody else. Big dummy. Scooby-Doo says they committed treason. They all deserve prison. I agree.
Thank you.
They climbed over. How'd you get in there?
Whether you physically knocked the door down or not, you walked in with that person.
So then he thinks, and what it will do though is send a message that anybody could take over anything. But we're not stupid. Black people, we're not falling for the old hokey doke. By you pardoning them, everybody's like, well, then we can storm the Capitol.
They get people for being in the same house, the same car when somebody gets arrested with drugs.
I think we know, just notice, you don't hear that many black leaders and stuff talking about, we don't care about stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Because we don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's that, as bad as it is, that's like, that was like how you see people in the hood kicking the doors of the store in and going in there and taking stuff. That's exactly what they did.
In their own community.
Yeah, they looted.
I'm like, dude, you don't think you're going to have to wake up in the morning
but
and go
they
back
got
to the
a chance.
store?
You see how angry they was? They got a chance to see when you fed up and you angry and you don't care.
You don't care, yeah.
You tear up your own place. That's exactly what they did.
They tore up their own Capitol.
So they did exactly that.
Mm-hmm. So, but they don't see it like our kids doing and whatever, or just playing around where a crowd of black kids is up to no good.
Yeah, we up to no good. So same thing. Or like Tucker Carlson said, white men fight different. What does that mean? White men don't like jump people. No, I know he was saying white men don't jump people. That's something black people do.
They fight you in court.
Yeah,
they fight you.
Yeah, we don't jump people unless we wear a hood on our face and come in the middle of the night and pull you out your bed.
A stocking cap
or something.
Back in the day, they used to wear a stocking
cap. They say the dumbest things. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
We're violent, but yet, all throughout history, you coming in and grabbing people, but we're violent. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. It's so people see things the way they want to see it. Mm-hmm. The same thing I told you with that bicycle Karen thing. Okay. They see it. Nowhere on that video did it show them pushing her around or hitting her. Right. But somehow every comment was they was hurting her. and that she felt threatened.
Right. And then we didn't see no threat at all.
No threat.
I think like that one guy was saying in the news.
And if she was threatened, she wouldn't be there.
Here's the
she
problem.
walked away.
He said the problem that we have in America is you get arrested just being black.
Exactly.
Whether they can say anything, you're a black person.
Right.
You're a threat.
And Marjorie Taylor Greene said it. That black congressman, his presence threatened her.
He's a tall man.
Because he's a big black
Would
man.
she have said that if he was like a little man?
No. And we all watched the interaction, and there was nothing that he did that was threatening. Mm-hmm. So that's how I come off. It's just
it reminded me when we went.
Cal is old as time.
Remember when
like Disney World?
I used to drive when our church was in Chicago, so we would have to drive from where we lived to Chicago, and we're part of the praise and worship team. So it was a bunch of us in the car. It had to have been 6 of us. And one of the gentlemen was in the praise team. He's like 6'5", 6'4", tall, dark skinned man. And he sat in the front. So it's back parking lot and going to Chicago because the traffic is so bad. Mm-hmm. I must, like I normally do, I know. I was probably talking. And as we were stopping, my car was rolling and it bumped the car in front of me. Oh. Not a hard bump, but it was a bump enough for the white man in the front of me in the car to get out. Mm-hmm. Mad.
You know this is a long time ago.
Turning red. Yeah, I know. They careful now.
Anybody is.
He was turning red, coming and fussing at me. So the gentleman that's in my front seat, who's 6'4", dark-skinned black man, all he did was get out the car and stood there. That white man turned right around and said, he didn't say anything. He didn't holler at him. He didn't say, go back in your car. He just got out the car and stood up.
Thank you.
And the white man went right back in the car. Right. See, the presence of sometimes.
But then I tell you, that's what I'm saying. A lot of black guys, you can't get away with that now. Because these people, everybody crazy now.
They may take your life.
Everybody crazy.
Yes,
after COVID,
it's a dangerous world. Yeah.
Everybody crazy. It don't matter size. You could be a little old lady. I know. And she ended up taking you out.
She got a little purse.
Right.
Because our grandmother did.
You get taken out by a little old lady.
Shoot your private off.
Right. Private off.
She didn't say private, but I didn't want to say the word.
All right.
Huh? Yeah. I know. She carried it with her.
There's this rapper called Scarlett. Okay.
And she actually has a scar on her lip?
Yeah, I was going to tell her story, but her music is so reminds you of DMX.
DMX, her sound.
Her sound and the way she redid Ice Spice's Munch.
It might come in handy. And I'm telling them, call me a plan B. Keep 2 Glocks in the head, won't jam it. Call me Timmy the way that I turn her. If he move 50, I'll reach for the burner. You ain't rock for your mans like how come? I'll leave him stuck in the middle like Malcolm. You thought I was feeling you? Understand that I'm trying to get rid of you. I'm thinking about ending you. I'm thinking about up and displaying you. That had Munch. Hey guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking the link in my bio. Love you.
That's what I wanted. First of all, let me talk about her. I like her.
Okay.
Her real life persona talking
totally different than that.
It's the exact opposite of how she raps.
Oh my God. Just the way she said thank you guys.
Her raps are hard. Street, she New York.
I'm coming at you.
We kicking the door in. I'm gonna choke
at your face. I'm gonna cut your face. I'm gonna do this.
So
and a rough sound like DMX.
Now I said, where's all this rage coming from? Because she has about an inside rage and how she gets it out into her music. So I said, what? So I watched her on Vlad on YouTube.
You followed her,
and also on other interviews that she's done. She had a hard life.
She did?
Her mom was hit by a car.
Oh, God.
When she was young. Ooh. And apparently, she don't know the whole story, but she said her mom was drunk. Believe they was out. She was out with her sister. Mm-hmm. And her mom's sister. Her and her sister was out. And apparently, the sister left her or something out. And she was walking and she got hit by a car. Aww. But she survived. And she went into the hospital and they had to amputate her leg. Ooh. And from complications from amputating her leg,
took her life.
She died.
Okay.
So she thought her mom was going to be okay the last time she saw her because she was in the hospital. And then she said goodbye, and that was the last time she saw her. So
how
her,
old was she? Was she a young girl?
Young, yeah, like 9 or something, or 10. I can't remember.
Wow.
So then her and her siblings, I think she had a brother and a sister. I can't remember. I think it was a brother and sister.
Did the other the sister raise them?
Another aunt wanted to take them because she didn't want them to go into the system.
Oh, okay.
But she really just wanted the money.
Okay.
Because she didn't take care of them.
Oh.
So she was
the
treated...
sister who allowed the mom to get hit by a car,
I don't know.
should have taken her.
I know.
Go ahead.
But apparently she had a boyfriend who lived there, and he did the word.
He violated
her as a young kid. Oh. And her aunt knew about it. And she said she would watch. And she said that he drugged her. He would put something in her food and her drink. So she grew up like that. So then she said she was, well, I'll tell you that. Okay. So she's called Scarlett. So then she said she would act out in school and be very rebellious. And she said a lot of times you don't know these kids that's acting out in school. They could have a lot going on at home. Mm-hmm. And so you don't know what's going on. Yeah. So she said that was her way of acting out when she would go to school. And so she said one day she went to a party or something, and she came back. She said they told her you need to get back before a certain time. And she said she did come back before that time, but the door was locked. And so she said they wouldn't let her in the house. And her brother came out and said, you got to leave or something like that. And asked her, said, give me some money or something before you go. And she didn't have any money. And she said she just remembered him punching her and he knocked her out, and that messed up her lip. And she said she was bleeding everywhere, and somebody woke her up or something and rushed her to the hospital or something. Mm-hmm. But that's why she got a scar on her lip. Wow. So they call her Scarlett.
For her sibling.
Yeah. Not close to her family at all.
I don't sound like she is.
No. But the crazy, this is how God do it. See? Now she blowing up. Now, how much you want to bet?
Family members are coming.
How much you want to bet? Brothers and aunts
the aunts that's not taking care of her.
Everybody who didn't care about her when she was nobody and young. Now that she's blowing up and people starting to know who she is, they're going to start doing that. So I like her because when I saw her in the interview, she seems like she's a sweet person, but she got a lot of hurt on the inside.
Oh, she's been abused.
She got a lot of hurt. And she said rap saved her because that's her way of releasing. Mm-hmm. Her rap is really, really like violent.
It is?
Yeah, like I'm going to come crash you on your head. I'm going to choke you. I'm going to beat you down.
Oh, no. The stuff that happened to her.
Probably.
But she says it in a rough tone. Because her talking voice is not the same.
So people were saying Charlamagne the God they was talking about her on the Breakfast Club, and he said he don't like people comparing her to DMX because then people gonna be like, that's not DMX. They gonna be dogging her out. Mm-hmm. And he said let her stand on her own and quit comparing her. But I disagree with that because I feel like DMX
comparing her is just a style.
I feel like DMX is the same way. DMX had a soft side to him.
Yeah, he was. He had a good heart.
He had a good heart and a soft side to him, but when he would rap, it was hard.
Yeah.
It was kicking in your face.
Release.
It was rough. It was like,
But on the other side of that, the dude would talk about God and prayer and giving.
And he understood. He was kind of like Marvin Gaye, and he understood he was wrestling against secular world and spiritual world. Yeah. She reminds me of DMX's spirit. Oh. And it's weird how he's gone.
Yeah.
And it's like any man, we would have been like, no, we already had DMX.
Yes.
But a woman.
A female. She's in her own lane now.
There's nobody in her lane.
Not a female style of DMX.
Not one female is in her lane.
Play it again.
And she says she wants to do collaborations with Cardi B. She likes Cardi B.
Oh my goodness.
And so somebody told her Cardi B shouted her out. They showed her live on film. And they said, guess what, Scar? Cardi B shouted you out. And she was like, and she just broke down crying. Aww. She just fell on the ground.
How was she found? Like just showing her videos, showing like this?
Doing her video. And then Switz Beatz has her now. He's produced her last album. And Switz Beatz has been talking her up on everywhere he goes. He's like, she's the next star.
Aww.
So everybody talking about Ice Spice, because Ice Spice is out there.
Who's Ice Spice?
You still don't know who Ice Spice is. She's out. I never did a thing on Ice Spice to tell you who she is. She's sweet too. She's sweet too. She nasty though.
Why would she do her name close to like the Spice Girls?
Her name is Isis. Her real name is Isis. Up there, it's room enough for everybody. If it could be a million male rappers, why can't we have a million female rappers?
Right.
So it's room enough for her, Glorilla. Glorilla. You know Glorilla. I heard
the name, but I don't know her sound.
Right. Okay. But this song she's redid is Ice Spice song. Ice Spice song is You're a Munch. You thought I was feeling you? You a munch. She redid it and did this one.
Gang, you thought I was feeling you? Only thing that I'm feeling is dominoes. And I ain't got time for those. Get what I want, then I'm telling him I do. You thought I was feeling you? Understand that I'm trying to get rid of you. I'm thinking about ending you. I'm thinking about upping this flame. And I'm blowing up, no, they can't stand me. Keep a Glock, cause it might come in handy. And I'm killing them, call me a plan B. Keep 2 Glocks in the head, won't jam me. Call me, tell me the way that I turn her. If he move, if I reach for the burner. You ain't rock for your mans like how come? I'll leave him stuck in the middle like Malcolm. You thought I was feeling you? Understand that I'm trying to get rid of you. I'm thinking about ending you. I'm thinking about upping this flame. That hit our munch. Hey guys, please subscribe.
And you know
to my
what?
YouTube
That makes
channel
sense
by
too
clicking
when
the
you
link
said
in my bio.
you thought I was feeling you.
Right.
Sometimes it's like that song, You're So Vain. You probably think this song is about you. You thought I was feeling you. I'm looking at you in a whole different way.
Well,
I'm trying to get rid of you.
Well, now you know why Ice Spice
so you think I'm feeling
That's
you.
what made Ice Spice famous. Ice Spice song is that.
Really?
She redid Ice Spice. You thought I was feeling you? Yeah.
I'm trying to get rid of you.
Thank you.
But she got a good sound. She gonna go places.
So look out for Scarlet.
And I pray she gets healed.
I know.
You know, through this, maybe all this attention, she will, somebody will grab a hold of her and just make sure she's okay mentally.
Well, I want her to hook up with Cardi because I think Cardi has a good heart. Mm-hmm. And I think if she hooks up with Cardi and people don't be with people that's bad.
Yeah.
Get with people that have a good heart and they want to see you succeed.
They pull that out of you.
Yeah, they want to see you succeed.
Not take advantage of it.
And I don't think Cardi would. Okay. So that's why I hope she.
All right.
I hope she does do a collab.
Scar lip, y'all. Scar lip.
See how she has a scar on the lip.
Scar lip.
That's how she got the name Scar Lip.
And she needs to. That's gonna be her. What's the word? Don't put no lipstick on it. That's you.
No, she puts lipstick and stuff.
That's like somebody with a gap.
They already fixing her up. Let me show you.
Oh, you need to keep the scar lip.
Well, I guess they don't want her to look decent. You know, they want her to
be beautified and still be around. Keep the scar there, even though it be red lipstick.
They already
fixing her up.
You know, they already got to try to fix folks up.
Yeah, that's the one thing about it with this whole image thing.
Where are we at? Images. What's the see? Is this her fixed up? No, that's not really.
What's that?
Which one?
Part 3.
This
Scarlett.
This is her on Vlad. She not fixed up there.
Oh, okay.
See, this is
she got eye makeup.
Yeah,
and stuff on.
Yeah, she kind of fixed up. Got her hair done.
Her
this her with Scarlett brought to tears after Cardi B co-signed her.
Oh, that's sweet.
Isn't that nice? She fell on the ground and started crying.
Aww.
Because Cardi said, just shouted her out. Look, they got real scar lips.
You put in scar lips, that's it. Oh, the babies with the cleft.
So they already kind of fixing her up with her hair. See how they got her hair done and stuff.
The other picture had it on the left side. You think because it was in video?
It's video.
Okay, so her scar is literally on the right side.
I don't know.
It looked like it.
I don't know. But yeah, you see how they fix you up.
The right side.
Yeah,
okay.
You see how they fix you up. Oh, I don't want to play Vlad. Oh, okay. No, forget it. I don't want to play him because he'll get your video taken off.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's her, Scarlett. That's the latest with the latest rapper. Okay. Maybe I'll start introducing y'all to like rappers because most of y'all our age and stuff, y'all don't follow this out and who's hot and all that, do you? Okay, so let's
old school rap.
I know. You know what I wanted to talk about? Our community tab page. If y'all get a chance, go on our YouTube community tab page. We always post stuff, and it's always interesting to see what people have to say.
Remember from the days of yay and nay.
What are you talking about?
As far as stuff.
Oh, that's what you're gonna call it.
I'm just saying. Remember.
Well, yesterday, you can scroll up as I do it. Not now. I'm on the first one. You wanted me to ask the question: should churches start paying taxes if they're not helping the local community? 64% said yes.
13 said no. All churches should be taxed 20%. Unsure.
See?
It is a good...
But look at that. Somebody said all churches. They don't care whether you helping or not. You need to be taxed.
What did you say? Should churches start paying taxes if they are not helping the local community? That was a choice. All churches should be taxed?
All churches, regardless.
20% even if they are helping in the community.
20% of the people said all churches.
That's a big percent on both sides.
Yeah.
Yes, and then all churches. Because I told my sister, a lot of these little storefront churches will shut down. And that will force people to come together, to work together, to minister together, to worship together, to love together, and not have 17 churches on one block.
Then I posted, go up as the Kmart receipt. Remember layaway? That's somebody who had a layaway.
Oh, we used to do it at the store called Kmart. We did it. And we used to put our school clothes on layaway. And she would go pick out and pay that one last payment, and we know we'd be ready to wear.
Was I ever had my stuff on layaway?
Yeah, we all did. We had our bikes on layaway.
Everything was on layaway.
Put $10 down, come back and pay.
And they didn't charge you for it, right? They just held the stuff in the bag, and then you made payments ticket on it.
Yep. Show your ticket. They'll go in the back. They'll take your payment. And then they'll show you your balance.
Yeah.
And you be like, ooh.
So somebody posted that, a layaway ticket. Okay.
That's funny.
Then I said, now this one you will like. I posted, police officer, turn around. Did you see that? I posted on Facebook. And you say, every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you're never coming around. And the police officer says, turn around. And then you say, every now and then you get tased.
You know
so that was a meme. Every person, most of the people, every person who commented on this said, I hate you, because now that song is stuck in my head.
Turn around, bright.
Every now and then I fall apart, and I need you more tonight, or something. And I need you more than ever, and if I only saw making it right, something. So be making it right, something. Together we can make it to
What is it?
See? Tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start to. Once upon a time I was falling in love, but now I'm only falling apart. Nothing I can do. Total eclipse of the heart.
No. Turn around,
bright eyes. Oh, yeah. Turn around, bright eyes. Turn around. That was the day. So people was writing in the comment section, how dare you put that song is in my head all day.
I get it.
And then I posted, when life gives you lemons, freeze them and throw them as hard as possible at the people that's making your life hard.
We always here making lemonade. Nobody want to make no lemonade.
Then I posted.
Where'd it go?
Oh, you good. Then I posted a fish. When you bring home a fish,
I went way out.
Oh, when you touch it, you can't.
I gotta scroll and not mess it up. Oh yeah, I saw your fish thing.
Yeah, fish.
Yes.
Or a touch over here if you're gonna roll it, scroll
it.
I did the fish, and I said, how many of us brought these things home thinking that we had a pet for life?
Yes. I even wrote in my comment, you overfeed them, they die. You just keep feeding them. You're just happy. Ooh, and then they be dead. They be floating on the top.
Some stuff we get people to say something on, and some stuff we don't. A lot of people was like, all right on this one. Okay. I thought it was funny, though.
What this one?
This is Ed down the street. Your dog is doing his business on my lawn again. Isn't that funny?
His business.
That's how that was funny. I guess people didn't think that was funny.
Cute.
I thought it was funny.
Go ahead.
I thought this one was funny, and a lot of people didn't say nothing. Horse-drawn carriages.
Oh,
it's a horse-drawn carriages. Oh. And that man said, nah, give me a refund.
He said, nay.
Oh, nay. See, I think stuff is fun, and I did my Little Mermaid.
Okay.
Go see. Oh, this one was a big one. I said remember when there were no phones or tablets, we would read cereal boxes?
Yes.
At breakfast?
At breakfast. While we was eating our cereal, we read the back of it.
Yep. And somebody said, remember when they had the cutout records
on the back of the box?
And I went, I remember that.
Or a treat in the box. We would take a big old Jeffro-sized bowl, pour all the cereal in the bowl just to get the prize.
Yeah.
And then we had to put it back in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to post a cutout record from the box today.
Okay.
And say, remember when there used to be cutout records and they would play on the record player.
Yeah, they actually could play. The needle would, the way the material was, it was an actual record.
And then I said, what's missing on this? Remember that? That's a bologna sandwich.
What's missing? That little red thing?
People were saying mustard, mayonnaise.
Oh, I was saying the red thing. You
Somebody
take off the
said
bologna.
the puff in the middle. They don't like cutting it like that.
Oh, yeah. That's
they
a
like
thick
when
piece,
it puff.
though.
That's a thick piece. They like when it puff up.
Yeah. The thinner bologna puffs up.
And then I wrote, keep going to your last. Maybe we'll do this the last one. What's the worst song you ever heard?
The worst song?
The worst song.
That was actually a song, because I know there was a song that like American Idol people would sing.
Scooby-Doo said, read all around the cereal box. She right.
Yes, we would
You
do
would read
that.
all
That would be
around
our
the cereal
enjoyment
box.
while we're eating.
But what's the worst song? You want to hear what some people said?
Oh my God, the worst song?
The worst songs that they've ever heard. Some people said, some people said 93% of R&B and hip hop. No, I don't agree with that.
You can't put a genre.
I agree
of
with
music.
this one. Anything by Keith Sweat.
Oh, you know what? Because he always begged.
Somebody said it's a small world.
What's wrong with that?
Or when those two Latinas remade Aretha Franklin's Respect. I guess they didn't like that.
Yes, please.
WAP. Somebody didn't like Cardi B's WAP. Disco Duck. Dancing. Disco Duck. Somebody said
Disco Duck.
Baby Shark. Baby Shark. Do, 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 do. Somebody said, oh, you gonna get mad. Anything by Al Jarreau.
Oh, you don't like Al Jarreau?
Somebody said Kendrick Lamar, King's Dead. Oh, okay. I was gonna start there. I was gonna say anything by Kendrick
What about
Lamar.
that Eddie Murphy, My Girl Wants to Party?
That's
all the
not
time,
bad to
party
me.
all the time.
So what's the worst song?
I don't
I ask
know.
y'all out there, what is the worst song you ever heard?
It depends on what genre you're talking about, because I can name a song in each genre.
Oh, I know. I got one. Ma, remember I used to sing this in the car? Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads, eat them up, yum. I took a fish head out to see a movie, didn't have to pay to get him in. Fish heads. That's the dumbest song I've ever heard.
But it's like a kiddie song.
No, that's a real song.
But it seems like it's a kiddie song, so I probably wouldn't say
It's not a kiddie song. That's a rock and roll
Oh,
song.
wow.
Fish heads, I think, is the worst. And then remember this when I used to sing this with Mom? Go put your glasses on. Go put your glasses on.
But that's not the worst.
Those are
I can't think of a worst song. There's a lot of songs that I don't like,
Okay.
but I couldn't say it's the worst.
And then I said, what has been the best decision you've made in your life? What do you think?
For me, it's spiritual.
Becoming saved?
Oh God, I'm so happy I'm a born again believer.
Ma, what's the best decision you ever made in your life?
Same, yep.
Okay.
Ooh, because I got eternal life with Jesus.
When you can, I put this one on here. When you can't keep your eyes
That's
open
a
at
cute.
work.
I like that. I was like, dang, why didn't I not think of that?
If she would have made them color like the skin color,
the skin color, they would never know.
nobody would ever know.
Like I told you, I used to sit at my computer with my hand on my mouse, staring at my screen, falling asleep. Nobody ever knew.
Yep.
Because my head didn't do this.
And then I did, I said teachers at the beginning of the school year.
Oh, that was funny. I saw that.
And the end of the school year.
Sit there in that jail cell. I'm almost right. What is it? Almost
Oh,
died.
this one's a good one. I'll end on this one. How black folks tell you somebody died.
Yeah.
They pronounce the death at 7 a.m., right?
Uh-huh.
They go on Facebook at 7:01.
Okay.
At 7:02, they put crying emojis.
Okay.
At 8 o'clock, they say, Lord,
Oh,
no. At 9 o'clock, they put hands
prayer
up,
hands.
prayer hands. At 10 o'clock, they tell everybody, pray for my family. Don't worry about what's going on, period. Just pray.
Uh-huh.
At 11 o'clock, unspoken prayer requests, please.
Okay.
We still don't know what we're praying about.
Oh,
I
Lord.
hate when people do that.
Okay.
At 12, when y'all don't say, y'all, I need prayer. Don't ask me why. Just pray. Give something.
I guess they feel like you just,
my family.
I guess they feel
something.
like be spiritual.
No.
And just ask
I don't
God
like
what
that.
it is.
No. I hate when people post that. Don't ask me why, just pray. Give something. You don't have to tell us exactly what's going on. Is it you? Is it your family? Is it a what?
Let me be on the other side of that, because it could be a number of reasons too. But I can see they don't want you to know because they're still waiting to get details of it because they don't want to speak wrong.
But say that.
They don't want to speak it like so-and-so is dying.
No, don't say that. But
that kind of stuff.
Say that I get clarity. Say
Somebody's
that
been in a car accident.
You don't even have to say that. Just say, y'all, we need prayer, my family, just for clarity. Ask that God, that the Holy Spirit, or the angels encompass.
You still don't know.
But don't just say pray and don't say nothing.
Well, I don't know.
That's all I'm saying.
How much you want them to tell you?
Pray for a peace mind, or pray that God will put that His Spirit will,
and not give a general.
You don't have to tell exactly what.
Yeah, somebody's in the hospital.
You don't have to say that.
Car accident,
right? Don't say that.
But you can still say that, and it's not speaking like death.
Oh, that's fine. That's
fine.
What
I mean.
But I just don't want you to say pray and don't ask why. Period. 11 o'clock, unspoken prayer request, please. 12 o'clock,
unspoken prayer request.
Cuz inbox me now. Lord, this is too much. All of us still going, what's going on?
Oh, Lord.
1 o'clock, please stop inboxing me.
We going through something right now.
Because everybody want to know.
Oh,
2 o'clock, don't be posting no pictures. All of the family don't even know what's going on yet. 3 o'clock, there is a GoFundMe set up by my cousin in honor of Man. Share. 4 o'clock, rest in peace, little K, aka Man. Heaven just got a real one.
So he passed away.
Apparently.
By 4 o'clock.
No, he was gone early that morning.
Oh, I thought they pretty much just figured out.
5 o'clock, they tagging people. Hashtag LLLK LLMM Man.
Little man.
6 o'clock. Who can make some shirts by tomorrow?
Yeah, that's preparing for the
7 o'clock. My cousin didn't even fool with y'all. Why y'all all over at my auntie's house? Y'all so disrespectful. Oh God. 8 o'clock. Your money for your t-shirts is due. Cash out my auntie now. 9 o'clock. There will be a balloon release for Man tomorrow night at 7. 10 o'clock. Fish fry after the balloon release, y'all. If you could donate some sides, inbox my auntie now. 11 o'clock. For the ones that didn't know, K. Marcus Man Jenkins passed this morning.
For those who didn't know.
12 o'clock. Pictures. And that's just day one.
Day one. Oh my goodness.
Tell me that ain't.
And
that's not true.
T-shirts. The t-shirts gonna be inbox on our aunt.
Thank you.
Whatever.
All right.
Okay.
So real quick, let me see what Scooby Doo said. I am very careful with whom I ask to pray for me because I am not sure what the prayer will be. Thank you. And you don't know what everybody's prayers. They don't go to the same place.
The effectual prayer of a righteous man
availeth much.
Thank you, Lord.
People be asking everybody to pray, and it's like some of their prayers is bouncing off the ceiling.
You just don't.
Okay. Well, today we didn't have Donkey of the Day because there was no Breakfast Club, because you always want to know who Charlamagne's Donkey of the Day is. So we making
our own Donkey of the Day, right?
So our own Donkey of the Day is 83-year-old told investigators he felt suffocated and tried to get off the plane quickly. This man...
He probably had a panic attack being enclosed in a plane. That does happen.
Man opens airplane door mid-air as flight prepares to land in South Korea. A shocking video shows an open plane door and terrified passengers gripping their seats as Asiana airplane prepared to land in South Korea. According to CNN, a man described only as being 33. Oh, I said 83. 33, sorry. Ooh. 33 was sitting in the emergency seat when he reportedly somehow opened the plane door on Friday.
I don't know how that happened.
You got to watch who sits in that emergency seat.
How do you even... Oh, God.
Police arrest a man after he reportedly opened the airplane door before landing in South Korea. You notice they cover his face. They don't do that in America. They would have had his face all open.
Thank you.
A total of 200 people were on board the flight, including 194 passengers. Meanwhile, 12 people suffered minor injuries from hyperventilation.
Oh, wow.
9 of them were sent to the hospital in South Korea.
Excuse me. If I witnessed that, I would have jumped up and knocked him out. Because if I see him going to the door, I know we're going to be in trouble. Oh,
police arrested the man in question upon landing. The unidentified suspect ultimately confessed as opening the door. However, he did not give a motive for why.
It don't matter why. The fact that you touched that door.
Well, on this story, the one you got there, he said he was suffocated. Oh, see, they got a video on this one.
Oh,
man.
It's not the same one?
Nah, you did a different one. Make it smaller. Go up. Yeah, they got the video here. Let's see.
They were preparing for landing, but didn't
expect
that man would be beat down.
Wind whipping through the cabin from the wide open plane door after a passenger opened the emergency exit while the plane was in the air. This passenger says 10 people on the flight restrained the suspect and that they flew with the door open for 3 to 5 minutes before landing. The Asiana Airlines flight was traveling from the holiday island of Jeju in South Korea to the city of Daegu when the incident happened about 200 meters off the ground. The plane landed safely and no one was seriously injured, but the airline says some passengers were taken to hospital with breathing issues due to shock. Police detained the suspect. Korean Transport Ministry officials say they're investigating and the passenger could face up to 10 years in prison.
These are serious events. Any time the safety instructions of the flight crew are not followed and adhered to, that creates a risk for passengers and flight crew.
Pilot Tim Perry says plane doors are impossible to open when you're high up mid-flight.
Look at that.
Closer to the ground, it can be easier.
When there's any type of pressure differential, really, it's next to impossible, but very, very near the ground, where the pressure differential has not built up, it's difficult but not impossible. And so I think that will be, part of what the investigation will reveal is exactly precisely, when and how much force was required and if anything needs to be addressed.
Perry says an open door is rare but causes the cabin to depressurize, which can lead to breathing difficulties. But he says pilots are trained to handle that. And for passengers, oxygen masks should drop down to help until the plane is back on the ground. The Korean Transport Ministry says it's also investigating to see whether there were any abnormalities in the plane's maintenance. Alison Northcott, CBC News, Montreal.
Okay, so the thing that helped them, I think,
because they were low,
they were lower. So you notice the people aren't panicking as much,
right?
Because they probably were getting ready to land, right. And that's when he opened the door.
I don't know what that man was thinking. And if he has any issues with being claustrophobic or couldn't breathe, if he goes to jail, he's gonna really have some problems.
Thank you.
My goodness.
But we don't know. This is South Korea. Do they probably give mental health? Maybe he won't go to prison.
See, who knows?
How do they treat you in South Korea?
Because does
anybody know?
Because he committed a crime in their eyes.
Yeah, but we don't know how they deal with that type of crime. Do they put him in a mental institution or do they send him to a regular jail?
I don't know, because it wasn't actual crime. He didn't hurt anybody.
Well, he could have. So
yeah, that's true.
But anyway, that was it. That was our. I guess we give him the Charlemagne the God donkey of the day.
Yes,
for doing that. That was it. Do you have anything else? Memorial Day. Hopefully, everybody ate their chicken and whatever, bratwurst,
barbecue and all that.
Barbecue,
and then too, I don't know. For Memorial is mainly.
You're supposed to remember the people who serve.
Yes.
You're supposed to our military.
You know what came in my mind? I was thinking about the Black World War II vets that we got to know, and the group that they have in our community. I would listen to their stories when they fought. They would tell me about, even though we were having some issues in our country with race related, they still wanted to fight for the country's freedom.
Well, that's why I said this country belongs to all of us.
Yeah.
Everybody got blood in the land here. Yeah. We've all have relatives or people who fought for our freedom, for us to be able to sit up here and do this. As much as we say we need to get better and make America great, I don't do make America great again. I say make America great.
Just make it great.
We always are striving to be better and better and better and better. You never rely back on history. And I have an issue with people who do that. Make America great again. You want to go back. We don't want to go back. We want to go forward. And we want to make it better than what it was. Always better. Yeah. Now, were there times in history where it wasn't as crazy? Yes. Because we didn't have the internet, we didn't have all this other stuff. There was nothing
showing the crazy.
We just didn't know. But people were still, things were still going on in people's houses, and all of that was still going on. You just didn't see it in front of you.
Yeah.
So we don't want to go back. We just want it to be better.
Yes.
And the people who fought, this is the day that we're supposed to recognize them.
Honor those who serve.
We're supposed to honor those who serve, who are on that wall. Like what's his name said, you need me on that wall.
Honor them when they return.
Thank you.
Take care of our veterans here
there should be no homeless veterans. There should be no veterans sleeping out on the street.
They fought for
There should be no veterans that are mentally, that are not getting the help that they need.
Yes.
It's ridiculous to even talk about it.
It is.
Especially if some of the mental issues is because they was in places that had gas and stuff.
And
that's why they minds
and stuff. Oh. But the stories they told, I just love listening to the World War II, the black men tell them. I mean, it hurt me in a way because they still was separate, but still, I said, even when I Tuskegee Airman, when you hear those stories, that's beautiful.
But all who serve, regardless of the color, whatever. Everybody. It was just, you just saying when you listen to them tell their stories.
Yeah, I listened. I think I brought it up because they still wanted to fight for a country's freedom.
Even though when they come back, they wasn't even looked upon as human.
They still wanted to fight for freedom. So that just shows you how military, those who are focused, hopefully, are doing it for the purpose
of... you fight for the American dream.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I the flag, I'm for the flag. I stand up during the anthem. All of that. And I respect people who don't. If they don't want to, that's why they fought. So that you can make that decision. You're not forced to do anything. It's you want to or you don't.
And we have the freedom in this country.
You have the freedom because of that. So that is what, to me, Veterans Day is really that. Is talking about veterans. Memorial Day is really about the people who gave their life.
They gave their life
for our country. Scooby-Doo says a Tuskegee Airman went to our church. Wow.
That's beautiful. When you can even have an opportunity
that history right there.
Because I told my sister, I was listening, you know how you just come across documentaries and news. They were talking about what do you call the group of military? It was women, black women sent over to Europe to represent. And they had to do the mail. Yeah. They put the mail, they managed all the mail so the soldiers will be able to read mail from their families.
Right.
And they said
women, people forget about all the women that were in the military.
I know.
Not only did stuff like that, but actually fought.
Yeah. Nurses and other jobs they did.
All kind of jobs.
So thank you.
Yeah. Gosh. So veterans is we thanking them for their service, but Memorial is where
passing
the ones who passed away, who died, so that we can have freedom. So enjoy the rest of your Memorial Day, guys. Don't forget to recognize a veteran.
Question: that we didn't have that many presidents were actually military, did we?
No, a lot of presidents was military.
Oh,
yeah, not recently. Yeah, but in the past.
Because I think if McCain was running, he would have been definitely a big one.
In the past, for sure.
I'm really need to write that down.
Yeah,
it's been a while.
You're right. It's been a while.
Because Reagan wasn't.
Yeah, it's been a while. But back in the day, it was like you had to be a lot of military. I guess the people be like, get out of here,
Commander in Chief.
Yeah, Commander in Chief, and you ain't served.
Yes.
So or whatever. Okay. Well, you could be Comb Over. He ran from it. So
okay.
All right, y'all. Don't forget to don't get our book 100 family friendly jokes.
Yeah.
The link is in the description
on Amazon.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe,
and join. Please join us.
Oh, join our
be a member.
Be a member of all our social medias have join buttons. Scooby-Doo says we watched the movie and he became teary-eyed because he knew some of the characters. Wow, this Tuskegee man. Wow.
I think Robin Roberts on Good Morning America, her dad was one.
Was a Tuskegee Airman? Wow.
Yeah, she talks about that.
Yeah. So we, it takes something to join and fly into danger because you are hoping and you're praying that we fulfill the American dream.
Mm-hmm. And you want to protect our country too.
And you protect our country.
These military, they died to protect our country as well.
Exactly.
They didn't want knuckleheads flying over and doing whatever
so
they
the
wanted
least
to do.
that we can do is honor them by not being stupid.
Thank you.
And destroying the country.
And respect the freedom. And don't do no January 6th crap. Some of them were military.
Thank you.
What is wrong with people? You gonna tear down the Capitol, and you a military soldier.
You fought for that.
What is wrong with people? Oh my goodness!
You can't just do that. Imagine your captain saying, "Stand down, sir." Thank you, Private.
Thank you. That movie.
You know what?
Good man. He got in trouble for doing a code red.
The commander-in-chief could have been there as comb over. And none of that would have happened.
Thank you.
They could have put him on the steps and he could have said, let's all chant and yell, but nobody is climbing these walls and going in that building.
Go home, everyone. We need a peaceful gathering. Peaceful.
Commander-in-chief.
Tearing windows down and beating police officers. I'm sorry. That January 6th is going to be a nightmare forever. People going to always remember that.
It's good it happened, though, in a sense.
Yes.
Because we were all the savages.
I know.
So it's good. Everybody's savages, ain't they?
If that one black man wouldn't have been there, we would have said everybody was white or whatever race. No black person was there at all.
And he was just standing there like, what's going on?
There. All
right, so again, don't forget get our book. Okay. Scooby says the only squared in that never lost the ones they were protecting in flight. Wow. That is wonderful. Mm-hmm. Tuskegee Airmen. Salute to them too, y'all.
I love it.
Always believe, y'all. Uh-huh. And that was another Woods report.